15 fascinating facts about the Shogun, Japan's supreme warlords. The Shogun, Japan's military commanders, wielded immense power and influence, shaping the country's history from the 12th to the 19th century. Their era was marked by fierce battles, political intrigue, and the rise of a unique culture that continues to influence Japan today. Who were the Shogun? Where did they come from? What happened to them? And what was their legacy? Fact number 1. Shogun was more than a title. It carried significant responsibilities. The title Shogun has its roots in the Japanese phrase Sei Taishogun, which means commander-in-chief of the expeditionary force against the barbarians. This designation was initially intended for military commanders charged with the defense of Japan and the suppression of indigenous non-Japanese tribes such as the Ainu. The title embodies the militaristic and defensive posture of early Japanese society, highlighting the martial prowess and leadership expected of its bearer. Historically, this title was not merely honorary, but carried significant responsibilities, including the defense of the realm and the expansion of territory. The emergence of the shogun as a central figure in Japanese governance reflects the country's long-standing tradition of valuing martial skill and strategic acumen. The designation of a shogun marked a pivotal shift in the power dynamics of Japan, emphasizing military capability and authority over aristocratic lineage or ceremonial roles, thus laying the groundwork for a militarized government structure that would dominate Japanese politics for centuries. Fact number 2. The very first shogunate was established in 1192, changing Japan forever. Minamoto no Yoritomo's life was a tale of resilience, strategic acumen, and an unyielding ambition that led him to become the first shogun of Japan. Born in 1147 into the prestigious Minamoto clan, Yoritomo's early years were marked by the turbulent politics of the Heian period, characterized by fierce rivalry between the Minamoto and Taira clans. His life took a dramatic turn after the defeat of the Minamoto in the Heiji Rebellion of 1160. As a result, Yoritomo was exiled to Izu province, a pivotal moment that would shape his destiny. In exile, he honed his leadership skills and built a network of loyal followers, laying the groundwork for his eventual rise to power. Yoritomo's return to prominence began in earnest in 1180, when he led the Minamoto clan in the Genpei War against the Taira. His military prowess and ability to forge alliances were instrumental in his clan's victories. Following the Minamoto's triumph, Yoritomo established the Kamakura Shogunate in 1192, effectively becoming the supreme military leader of Japan. His rule initiated the shogunate system that would dominate Japanese politics for centuries. Beyond his military achievements, Yoritomo's legacy includes the establishment of a feudal system that redefined Japanese governance, underscoring his lasting impact on the country's history. Fact number 3. Atop Japan's social ladder, the shogun ruled, followed by warriors and peasants. At the pinnacle of Japan's feudal hierarchy stood the shogun, a figure of immense power and influence. Beneath him were the daimyo, the powerful feudal lords who ruled over vast territories and commanded private armies of samurai. This warrior class, bound by strict codes of honor and loyalty, played a crucial role in the shogunate's administration and military campaigns. The samurai were revered for their martial prowess, discipline, and dedication to their lords, embodying the ideals of Bushido, the way of the warrior. Below the samurai were the commoners, comprising peasants, artisans, and merchants, each with their designated roles in society's economic and social fabric. This hierarchical system was not merely a social stratification, but a comprehensive framework that governed every aspect of life in feudal Japan. It dictated one's duties, rights, and social mobility, reinforcing the shogunate's authority and ensuring order within the realm. The social hierarchy also reflected the Confucian ideals of loyalty and filial piety, which permeated Japanese culture, influencing relationships not only between lords and vassals, but within families and communities. This structured approach to governance and society was pivotal in maintaining the stability and longevity of the shogunate system, allowing it to navigate through centuries of change and conflict. Fact number 4. The samurai were not just warriors, they were pillars of the shogunate system. The origins of the samurai can be traced back to Japan's early feudal era, a time marked by turbulent clan conflicts and the need for skilled military protectors. These warriors initially arose from the ranks of provincial landowners and minor nobility, who took up arms to defend their estates and assert their authority. As these conflicts grew in scale and complexity, the demand for a class of professional warriors became apparent. Thus the samurai emerged, not just as individual fighters, but as a distinct social class, bound by their martial prowess and loyalty to their lords. This period laid the foundational ethos of the samurai, emphasizing martial skill and service to one's lord above all else. Over the centuries, as the samurai became increasingly integral to the military and administrative frameworks of the burgeoning Japanese state, their role expanded significantly. The establishment of the Kamakura Shogunate in the 12th century marked a pivotal turn, solidifying the samurai's place at the heart of Japanese governance. They transitioned from mere protectors of feudal estates to influential political actors and stewards of the realm. This evolution was characterized by the samurai's increasing involvement in bureaucratic functions, as they took on roles as administrators and high-ranking officials within the shogunate's government. Fact number 5. Tea ceremonies fused shogun elegance with art and political strategy. The tea ceremony, known as chanoyu or sado, evolved into a highly esteemed cultural practice among Japan's warrior class, including the shoguns during the Muromachi period, and was further refined in the Azuchi Momoyama and Edo periods. This ritual, emphasizing harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility, transcended its origins as a simple act of drinking tea to become a sophisticated symbol of political power and social grace. Shoguns and daimyo would host tea ceremonies to display their refinement, cultural prowess, and to strengthen alliances within the complex social hierarchies of feudal Japan. The ceremonial space became a neutral ground where warriors could negotiate and display their status and sophistication through the art of tea, with every utensil, movement, and aesthetic choice laden with meaning and significance. Moreover, the tea ceremony played a pivotal role in the shogun's strategy to consolidate power and cultivate a unique Japanese identity. By patronizing prominent tea masters like Sen no Rikyu, who significantly influenced the development of the tea ceremony, shoguns like Hideyoshi and Ieyasu Tokugawa used these gatherings to assert their cultural dominance and philosophical ideals. These events were not merely social occasions, but were imbued with political intentions, serving as a subtle instrument of governance. Through the ritualized preparation and consumption of tea, the shoguns reinforced social order, showcased their enlightened rule, and integrated Zen Buddhist principles into the fabric of samurai governance, demonstrating the profound influence of the tea ceremony on the political and cultural landscape of feudal Japan. Fact number 6. Family appointments strengthened shogunate control through strategic loyalty bonds. The shogunate, throughout its history, strategically employed nepotism as a means to strengthen and perpetuate its rule across Japan. By placing family members in critical positions of power within the government and across the provinces, shoguns ensured that loyalty to the shogunate was intertwined with familial bonds. This practice was not merely about favoritism. It was a calculated approach to governance that aimed to consolidate control and maintain stability within the realm. Through this network of related rulers, the shogunate could effectively manage and oversee the vast and diverse territories of Japan, ensuring that the central authority's directives were uniformly implemented and upheld. However, this system of appointing relatives to key positions also laid the groundwork for internal strife and conflicts within the shogunate itself. The intertwining of political power with family ties meant that succession disputes and rivalries were not uncommon. as the line between personal ambition and duty to the state often blurred. Over time, these familial networks could become sources of factionalism and intrigue, challenging the unity and strength of the shogunate. Despite these potential pitfalls, the practice remained a fundamental aspect of shogunal strategy, highlighting the complex dynamics of power, loyalty, and governance in feudal Japan. Fact number 7. The shogunate's use of the Koku system standardized rice as currency. The shogunate's implementation of the Koku system represented a revolutionary approach to managing Japan's economy and sustaining its vast military apparatus. A koku, defined as the amount of rice sufficient to feed one person for a year, became the standard unit for measuring wealth and stipulating taxes. This system allowed the shogunate to effectively assess and collect taxes in kind, primarily rice, from the agricultural production of the daimyo domains. By anchoring the economy to rice, the shogunate could maintain a stable source of revenue, essential for supporting the samurai class and funding public works and military campaigns. Over time, the use of rice as a form of currency under the Koku system had profound implications for Japanese society. It influenced the development of a market economy, as surplus rice was traded for other goods and services, fostering economic activity beyond mere subsistence farming. The system also underscored the importance of rice cultivation in Japanese culture, cementing its status as the backbone of the feudal economy. The reliance on rice production tied the fortunes of the samurai and peasant classes closely together, with agricultural productivity directly impacting the stability and prosperity of the shogunate. Fact number 8. The 5 routes unified Japan, ensuring swift shogunate communication and control. The shogunate's establishment of the 5 routes was a monumental feat of infrastructure and governance that significantly enhanced the shogunate's ability to administer and unify Japan. These main highways, meticulously constructed and maintained, connected the capital with various provinces, serving not only as vital arteries for the movement of goods and people, but also as a means of asserting shogunal authority throughout the land. The 5 routes, with the Tokaido being the most famous, facilitated efficient travel and communication, enabling the swift conveyance of official messages and the movement of samurai and officials tasked with overseeing the shogunate's interests across the vast territories of Japan. This network of roads played a crucial role in the economic and cultural integration of Japan during the Edo period. It allowed for the regulated movement of daimyo processions under the Sankin Kotai system, further binding the daimyo to the shogunate through logistical and financial obligations. Additionally, the routes fostered the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultural practices between regions, contributing to a burgeoning sense of national identity and cohesion. The establishment of post towns along these highways provided rest and supplies for travelers, becoming hubs of economic activity and cultural exchange, thereby weaving the fabric of a more interconnected and centralized Japan under the watchful eyes of the shogunate. Fact number 9. Japan's fate was reshaped by 3 visionaries who unified the nation. The Azuchi Momoyama period witnessed the rise of 3 paramount figures known as the 3 great unifiers of Japan: Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. Their collective efforts and military prowess eventually led to the unification of Japan, a fragmented nation embroiled in constant conflict among feudal lords. Nobunaga, with his innovative military strategies and embrace of firearms, laid the groundwork for this unification, which was furthered by Hideyoshi's diplomatic acumen and the imposition of a rigid social order. Tokugawa Ieyasu, the last of the unifiers, ultimately established the Tokugawa Shogunate, following his victory at the decisive Battle of Sekigahara. This victory not only cemented his control over Japan, but also initiated the Edo period, an era marked by peace, economic prosperity, and cultural achievements. Under Ieyasu's rule, the shogunate system was refined and solidified, creating a lasting legacy of centralized governance and social order. The achievements of these 3 leaders transformed Japan, steering it away from the brink of constant warfare towards a period of stability and cultural flourishing that would define the Edo period. Fact number 10. The Sakoku policy closed Japan off, fostering a unique period of isolation. The Tokugawa Shogunate's Sakoku policy, initiated in the 1630s, effectively sealed Japan off from the rest of the world for over 2 centuries. This isolationist stance was a strategic move to preserve domestic stability and prevent the spread of foreign religious and political influences, particularly Catholicism, which was seen as a threat to the shogunate's authority. Under Sakoku, foreign trade was heavily restricted to specific ports and controlled interactions with a few select countries, such as the Netherlands and China, ensuring that Japan remained insulated from the turbulent political changes occurring elsewhere. Despite its isolation, the Sakoku policy had profound impacts on Japanese society and culture. It fostered a period of internal peace and stability, allowing the Tokugawa regime to consolidate its power and promote cultural and economic development. This era saw the flourishing of Japanese arts and crafts, the development of a distinct Japanese culture, and advancements in knowledge and technology through limited engagement with the Dutch and Chinese. The policy of isolation helped Japan maintain its sovereignty and cultural identity during a period when many Asian countries faced colonization and external domination, setting the stage for Japan's eventual modernization in the late 19th century. Fact number 11. In shadows, ninjas and spies played critical roles in feudal Japan's intrigues. The shogunate's reliance on ninja and spy networks was a testament to the importance of intelligence and covert operations in maintaining power and securing the realm. These shadowy figures, often romanticized in popular culture, played critical roles in gathering information, conducting espionage, and executing clandestine missions against rivals. The ninja, skilled in the arts of stealth, sabotage, and assassination, were employed by feudal lords to achieve strategic advantages, illustrating the complex and often unseen aspects of feudal warfare and politics. This clandestine aspect of shogunal governance reveals the sophisticated understanding of power dynamics and human intelligence's role in maintaining authority. The use of spies and ninja underscores the lengths to which rulers would go to secure their domains, manage dissent, and navigate the intricate web of alliances and enmities that characterized feudal Japan. These operatives, operating in the shadows, contributed to the stability and longevity of the shogunate by providing critical intelligence and executing operations that shaped the course of Japanese history, highlighting the multifaceted nature of governance in this era. Fact number 12. The Kamakura Buddha stands as a serene testament to spiritual and artistic legacy. The Great Buddha of Kamakura, a colossal bronze statue representing Amida Buddha, stands as a monumental testament to the Kamakura shogunate's cultural and religious influence. Constructed in the 13th century, this statue not only exemplifies the period's artistic achievements, but also reflects the deep spiritual and philosophical currents that permeated Kamakura society. The Kamakura period was a time of significant religious innovation and diversity, with the emergence of new Buddhist sects that sought to make Buddhist teachings accessible to the common people, a movement that the Great Buddha symbolically supports. The enduring presence of the Kamakura Buddha through centuries of natural disasters and political changes serves as a symbol of resilience and the enduring nature of faith in Japanese culture. Its construction during a period marked by martial conflict and social upheaval highlights the complex interplay between religion, art, and governance in feudal Japan. The Great Buddha remains a significant cultural landmark and a source of inspiration, attracting visitors from around the world who are drawn to its serene majesty and the historical legacy it represents, embodying the spiritual depth and artistic sophistication of the Kamakura shogunate. Fact number 13. The Siege of Osaka cemented Tokugawa's power, ending the age of warring states. The Siege of Osaka, spanning the winter of 1614 and the summer of 1615, marked a decisive confrontation between the Tokugawa Shogunate and the Toyotomi clan, the last major opposition to Tokugawa supremacy. This conflict was pivotal in solidifying Tokugawa Ieyasu's control over Japan, effectively eliminating the Toyotomi as a political and military threat. The siege demonstrated the strategic and tactical prowess of the Tokugawa forces, showcasing the effectiveness of their siege warfare techniques and the depth of their military resources. The fall of Osaka Castle, a symbol of Toyotomi power, emphasized the final transition of authority to the Tokugawa shogunate. The aftermath of the Siege of Osaka had lasting impacts on Japan's political landscape, ushering in an era of peace and stability under Tokugawa rule. By vanquishing the Toyotomi, Tokugawa Ieyasu eradicated a significant source of potential unrest, allowing him to further consolidate his power and implement policies that would define the Edo period. This victory not only marked the end of major civil warfare in Japan, but also set the stage for the flourishing of Japanese culture and the development of a centralized feudal system that would endure for over 2 centuries, highlighting the siege's pivotal role in shaping the course of Japanese history. Fact number 14. 1868 marked the end as the shogunate gave way to modern Japan. The Tokugawa shogunate's downfall in 1868 marked a pivotal moment in Japanese history, leading to the Meiji Restoration and the rapid modernization of Japan. This transition was fueled by internal discontent and the pressure of external threats, as Western powers sought to open Japan to trade and diplomacy. The arrival of Commodore Matthew Perry's Black Ships in 1853 exemplified these pressures, challenging the shogunate's isolationist policies and sparking a national debate on how to respond to the foreign threat. The subsequent period of turmoil and factionalism highlighted the shogunate's inability to adapt to the changing political landscape, ultimately resulting in the restoration of imperial rule under Emperor Meiji. The Meiji Restoration initiated a profound transformation of Japanese society, politics, and the economy, as the new government embarked on an ambitious program of reforms aimed at modernizing the nation. The abolition of the feudal system, the adoption of Western technologies and institutions, and the establishment of a centralized modern state marked the end of the samurai era and the beginning of Japan's emergence as a worldwide power. This period of rapid change laid the foundations for Japan's industrialization and its role in international affairs, signifying the enduring legacy of the shogunate's fall and the beginning of a new chapter in Japanese history. Fact number 15. The shogunate's legacy is woven deeply into Japan's culture and history. The shogunate era has left an indelible mark on Japanese culture, shaping its artistic, literary, and philosophical landscape. This period, characterized by the rule of military dictators, witnessed significant cultural developments and the establishment of traditions that continue to influence Japan and captivate audiences across the world. The aesthetics of samurai culture, the intricacies of tea ceremony, and the evolution of Japanese theater and literature during this time are just a few examples of the enduring cultural legacy of the shogunate era. These contributions reflect the complex interplay between governance, social structure, and cultural expression in feudal Japan. Moreover, the fascination with the shogunate and samurai culture extends beyond Japan, influencing popular culture, literature, and film worldwide. This worldwide interest underscores the universal appeal of themes such as honor, loyalty, and the struggle for power, which are central to the narratives of the shogunate era. The enduring legacy of this period in Japanese history is not only a reflection of its historical significance, but also of its capacity to inspire and influence across cultures and generations. The shogunate era's cultural contributions continue to serve as a source of inspiration and fascination, underpinning the profound impact of this pivotal period on both Japanese identity and the broader tapestry of world culture. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more fascinating history content.